Hey guys, so I'm going to be discussing whether or not I think Legends should get a full-on conclusion or wrap-up on the Flash's final season. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe for new notifications on. Let's get right into the video. So, for the last, I don't even know, since The Flash was confirmed to be the final season 9 of The Flash, it's confirmed to be the last, there's been non-stop of people asking, can we get Legends and Batwoman wrapped up on The Flash? Now, it's mainly Legends, not specifically Batwoman. I'm just going to touch on Batwoman a little bit now. There's nothing they can really wrap up with Batwoman on The Flash. The only thing they can do is bring Javicia on, which I wouldn't be surprised if they do, and whatever the hell was season in the season, make a mention to it, that's it. With Legends, and here's the problem, is that they're all in prison. Now, I don't watch the show, nor do I care to, but I've asked people what's happened. They're all in prison. Now, that's because of the Legends writers. Okay? The writers were told to not end their season on a cliffhanger because it could end with the show being canceled and they might be able to get picked up. But the writers didn't care. They were cocky and they were blatantly disrespectful to not only the CW and also the Flash, but also their fans. But of course, the fans won't admit that. At least most of them won't. So now we're stuck with the Flash's final season, which is why it's disrespectful to the Flash, because now we're probably going to get a freaking Legends episode wrapping up that crappy show and what's supposed to be a final scene about the Flash. Now, Eric Wallace has said before, but no one seems to listen to him, that won't happen. That we're not going to get Legends on the show, mainly because, especially if it's final season, this is what Eric Wallace said before his final season was announced to be season 9. He said, if it's the final season, we need to focus on our own show and wrap everything up. That's what we need to do. That's what we should do. Now, a funny thing happened over the weekend with Katie Lotz and The Flash can't afford them. It's not that they can't afford them, it's that we don't want them on the show. And that The Flash is too good for them. Well, I'm sorry, I don't think I worded that right. The show is better than their characters. And they're written better, frankly. Cecile is better written than 90% of the characters on Legends. Hell, even Sarah, which at this point isn't even Sarah. Why does it matter? Now, look, if we even get Sarah on The Flash, I would be okay with that. You know, you could bring a mention or two about the prison. I don't really care. Just don't make a whole, 2-episode story arc about getting the dumb idiots out of their little prison. It doesn't matter. There's no reason whatsoever to interrupt the final season of the show to wrap up a show that ended on a cliffhanger after it got canceled because the Legends writers were cocky, disrespectful, and blatantly stupid to do something correct for once in their damn lives on that show. Again, no one will care to admit that, but it's the truth. They can admit, oh, no one told us that we might get canceled. That's BS. And they're lying their butts off if they're legitimately saying that. And that's, again, disrespectful for the CW, disrespectful for the Marpetowitz, and basically the Flash, too, because I went around the Flash to listen to Legends fans, which definitely ain't happening. And if they don't, more hate will go on the Flash, which is stupid. And this shouldn't happen. Right? And it's just grow up. This is the final season of The Flash. It's not the final season of the Arrowverse. The Arrowverse is not dead. We still have Stargirl part of the Arrowverse. Is it on Earth Prime? No. Will it wrap up Legends in their show? Hell no. But Legends does not deserve an ending. Do we get that? No one gets that, apparently. The writers decide to end it on their own crappy terms. That's on them. That's not on us, the fans of The Flash. That's not on the Flash writers. That's not on Eric Wallace to wrap up their crappy show. What that's on is for the writers to release a script. like some shows did when they got canceled, and be like, hey, this is how, Legends got out of prison. Do that. Do a comic book. It's been doing that for the past, 10 years. Do that. Don't ruin a final season of an amazing show that's been going longer than their damn show has, just to wrap up their crappy ending. Who the hell cares? Besides all the little Legends people. And yes, it's a little group. It's like 500 people max compared to The Flash. And I get it. If you're a Legends fan, I respect you, and I'm sorry your show ended in horrible terms, but that's not on us. I said it 4 times in this video already in the first 5 minutes. It's because of Legends writers. It's not because of Flash. So let it go, people. Alright? We don't need, Sarah Lance coming in to make a boring episode out of nothing. You know what I mean? We don't. And if she shows up, what would the connection be? There's nothing that Sarah Lance could do in this final season. There's no reason for her to appear. Right? Unless there's a crossover like Armageddon, then great. Bring her in. Have her do something important. Don't just do what Legends did and make her easily the worst character across all these shows next to Cecile. I mean, improve her character. Flash writers, if you really want her back, improve the writing on her. Don't just throw random crap at Sarah and be like, oh, do this. No, make it good if you're going to bring her back. Because they haven't had Barry and Sarah in a scene together since Crisis, I think, right? I think it was Crisis. That was 3 years ago at this point. So, but again, if you're going to bring Sarah back, do it right. Don't do what Legends did. Don't follow their crappy writing. We don't need that on the show. Now, speaking of the other Legends, Nate, I do not want on the show. Nate's gone downhill. I don't care. I don't even know if he's on the show anymore. But I don't care. Ray mentioned him in season 8 in 817 or 818. Do you remember that? He mentioned him. That's another character, Ray. He's been in season 8 about twice. He's clearly open to coming back. So we can get Ray back in season 9. Wrap up whatever needs to be wrapped up for him. I don't think there is anything. But, have him work at the Flash again, team up as the Atom, see where he's at now compared to Armageddon with him starting a business and getting back out in the world, see where all that's going, right? You can bring him back, wrap all that up. Sarah, again, no point. I don't think Wendy K. lost the direct episode either. I did not like A16. I respect Katie lots, but A16 was easily the worst directed episode in most parts of the episode throughout the entire show's history, and that is depressing. I mean, we've gotten some of the worst camera movements in the episode because of Katie Lotz throughout the entire season of the show, especially when they did that spinning move and Barry's going the opposite direction. That was so stupid, and they did it twice. There's no reason to do it twice. Come on. But, look, again, I respect Katie, but she's just not a great director in the episode. Maybe she's a great director. I don't know. I haven't seen her work besides The Flash, and from what I saw, she's not that great. And people are going to hate on me for saying that, but people have said worse, okay? At least I'm saying I respect Katie. I'm not saying, straight out, she's a horrible person, she's a horrible actor and horrible director. She's a horrible director, but she's not a horrible person. I'm not commenting on the actor part. I don't know if it was the writing that screwed her over, or it's just she's just not that good, and she's dropped since season 3 of Legends, but it's probably the writing, to be real. But Legends should not be on The Flash, period. There's no reason for it. If Oliver comes back, great, we would all love it. Black Lightning, great, bring him back. Supergirl, great, bring her back. Mia, bring her back. You can bring Sarah in for whatever stupid reason. You can bring Ray in for an amazing reason, right? You can do that. But the thing is that you can't just bring on a final show, the show of a universe that's on its last season, and expect them to wrap up a show when they ended horribly when it's not their fault. It's not on The Flash to wrap up a show that ended not on their own terms because they didn't have the courage, I was going to say another word, they didn't have the courage to wrap up their own show properly. And here's what would happen if they did. A, we wouldn't be in this mess. B, I wouldn't be doing this video. And C, we wouldn't be having hundreds, I was supposed to say hundreds of thousands, but that's not even possible for their show. Probably a little bit under 1,000 of fans of Legends asking The Flash to wrap up their crappy storyline on their show. And also, here's the thing. The Flash's viewers triumph Legends by probably triple digits. So, if they did that, that would be the lowest viewed episode of the entire season because no one would watch it besides Legends fans. Which, yeah, someone could be Flash fans, but I'm definitely not watching an episode because it's going to make no sense. What's the point of watching an episode about a show that you have no idea what the hell is going on? What's the point? So season 9 needs to be good, and we can't have a crappy show being involved on this final season. And yeah, I know someone will say, oh, The Flash is a crappy show. No, it's not. The Flash is very good. It's just whether or not you can pay attention to it, understand it, and actually remember what happened last week. That's what you need to do to understand season 8. Which is why I liked it, because it kept on going. It didn't just go from one storyline to a random one, to a random one, to a random one. It kept on going. Which is the first time we've ever gotten that in the show. So, if you really think about it. But whatever. Look, I straight out do not want Legends on The Flash. If we get Sarah, whatever. If they do her well, I don't care. If we can get Ray and Sarah in one episode, wrap up Legends there. You know, make connections to it. Bring it up. Don't be like, you know, we have to do 2 episodes and then interlude episodes in the middle of the final season to wrap up their crappy show. There's no reason for it. I said it like twice now. I'm about to repeat it again in like 5 minutes. There's no reason. Alright? There's no reason for it. So move on. It's not that hard. I get it. The fans are disappointed. I sympathize for you. I really do. But quit trying to make the final season of a show that's worked so hard to get here to wrap up a show that's clearly put in like little to no effort over the last 4 years. Right? I mean, yeah, The Flash had its downfalls across season 3 through 7. But it still had its peaks. Right? Season 4 kind of brought back the show to OG basics with the humor. You know, not really with the Vo, but with the humor. And Flash Time was really cool. Season 5 could have been great if it wasn't for, you know, I think some things with Nora were kind of screwed up, but, you know, the writing was kind of lazy. Season 6, the first half brought the show back, definitely because of Eric Wallace. The back half was 50-50 because of COVID. Season 7 was COVID. Season 8 was blatantly amazing and easily my favorite season of the entire show because it felt like a new show. And it felt like a whole new era to The Flash because we actually got Barry being The Flash. So, you know, even though The Flash had its downfall through season 3 through season 7, it, again, it had those uprisings, right? Legends, it just went downhill, 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 downhill. And not just in the writing aspect, and the viewers who just most likely the exact reason why the show got canceled. If you look at it, Batwoman, Legends, and Naomi, the 3 DCTV shows that were all canceled in one time throughout the span of like 2 months, they all got canceled because they couldn't pay off their space on WB's lot. Okay? Flash, Superman Lois, and Stargirl all can't. Because they get the viewers for it, and they get the money for it. And they can pay it off. Because their viewers show it. If you get a low view show, it's getting canceled now. Legends should have been canceled season 3. Batwoman should have been canceled after season 2. After what they did with the crappy storylines they did with Javicia. Don't get me wrong, I love Javicia's Batwoman, she's amazing. But making Alice the main character of season 2 was horrible. They should end the show there. With Naomi, I didn't even watch it, nor did I care to. Gotham Knights will probably be canceled at the pilot, because there's no way that show's going to go on anymore. There's no legitimate reason to wrap up their show on The Flash in its final season. There's just no reason. There's no reason for it. So move on. Please, move on. Before Eric Wallace thinks in his head, oh my god, I can make this work. And you know, we can forget about the Baron Iris love crap and, you know, forget about Iris getting pregnant. Let's focus on getting Legends out of a stupid prison that they put themselves in too proud, because that's how the show works. And let's just do all this random crap because that's how it works. You know Eric Wallace would think that. I don't even know him that well, and I know he would think that. Alright? I know that. Like, he would 100% think of some quote-unquote cool, unquote way to wrap up Legends on The Flash, and it'd be like a 2-episode story arc, and that's how it will go. I don't want that. I don't think a lot of fans want that. Want that? What am I texting now? I don't think a lot of fans want that. Look, the point is that Legends should not be on The Flash. Period. That's it. Alright, that's all I'm gonna say. I went on a full-on rant. I don't really care. Thank you guys for watching the video. Have a good day. Have a good night. Stay safe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.